All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about this new single rail coaster, Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, which is supposed to debut next year at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Um, and why I personally think this is probably just a really, really bad idea. This year in 2021, the Jersey Devil debuted at Six Flags Great Adventure. Um, there was a lot of hype around it because of the intensity from the ride Wonder Woman at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Anyone that's known me for a while know that this is one of my favorite rides in the park, and I ride this so much, especially at night. Um, and I wanted to talk about the difference between the three rides and why Wonder Woman is the better of the three rides. Um, when you've added the extra height to the ride, and that necessarily never is a really really bad thing, because it always makes the 90-degree drop that much more better. But here's where it kind of throws a wrench in the whole thing is when you add four extra cars to it. When you add four extra cars, it adds more weight to the train, and that means that your airtime really really sucks. Um, every single person that I've heard that have went to Six Flags and rode Jersey Devil, they've always said the same thing. Even riding in the back seat, there's hardly any to no airtime, and that kind of just defeats the whole purpose of having a single rail coaster. Wonder Woman was the world's first single rail coaster in 2018, and when it came out, it slapped, and even now, here it is, 3 years later, it still slaps. It's great. It's an amazing ride. It's got lots of ejector airtime. It runs through the elements of the ride very, very good, very, very fast. It's a very one of the top rides there at the park, and this Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, they said it's the world's tallest single rail coaster because it beats Jersey Devil by 1 foot. Um, Not really that surprising, being the fact that California would come up with something like that. But beside the fact, they're also adding 12 trains to the same car, so you're going to have the same effect. They're going to overhype the ride, and then it's going to come out to the park. It's going to be pretty cool, but if you're an enthusiast and you're looking for airtime, it's really not going to be there. So I wanted to make this video to kind of just tell people not to get their hopes up with this ride because it's nothing really special. It's not like Wonder Woman. Because you make the ride bigger doesn't mean it's going to be better. It just means that because you added the extra height, you wanted to add 12 trains. I don't know if they added 12 trains for safety or for what, but Wonder Woman at Fiesta, Texas is a very, very, very aggressive ride. It is very good, very aggressive. It doesn't really matter which seat you sit in. I've ridden in all 8 seats, and I've got the most airtime in the front and the back. The front seems to be a little bit faster. The back seems to be a little bit more aggressive, but at the same time, you get a lot more airtime. The restraints of the ride at Jersey Devil are a lot more different than they are at Wonder Woman. They're just themed a little bit differently, but they're overall just the same. As of right now, the track at Six Flags Fiesta Texas of Wonder Woman is actually getting a kind of a renovation to make the ride just a little bit more smoother. Next year, when this ride comes out, there's going to be a lot of enthusiasts that are going to travel all the way to Magic Mountain to ride this thing, and then they're going to come to the same conclusion as they did when Jersey Devil came out. There's really not much of a difference between the two. Maybe the track layout, maybe the theming part of it, but aside from that, I really don't see anything else changing. It's not something that we would want to take a trip for. Hey, we should go all the way 24 hours away to ride Wonder Woman when it comes out because it's going to be 1 foot taller than the one at Six Flags Great Adventure. It's really not something that's on my list. And I mean, I'm not talking trash about the park or anything, but I mean, if you really wanted to add an enthusiast type of ride, you could have, just made a clone of Wonder Woman like California's Great America, like they did. And the ride slaps. But when you add stuff in there, oh, we want to make it like close to a hypercoaster type of thing, because it'll draw more people in, more people with the general public will ride it, and I think that's what this is. I think this ride is just basically there for the stats, and everything on paper is really really good for the general public, but not really so much from an enthusiast point of view. Um, when we go there to Magic Mountain sometime in the next couple of years, I'm sure obviously we're going to ride it. Um, but like I said before, if it doesn't have the airtime and it doesn't have the intensity, it's going to be one of those rides that we ride for the credit and then move on. Because Magic Mountain just it'll be their 20th coaster. So it's not like you don't have any other rides to kind of make up for it. You've got Superman Escape from Krypton, which is probably one of my top tier like bucket list rides that I've always wanted to ride type of thing. But I really wouldn't get my hopes up over this ride. Six Flags is going to hype this thing up really, really big. And I don't know if they're hyping it up because of the ride or if they're hyping it up because it's the 20th coaster in the park. Six Flags Magic Mountain is still the #1 park in the world. It has the most roller coasters. So not taking anything away from them. I'm just giving my personal opinions on it. And I personally think that it's really, really, I mean, it's really cool for the park to have 20 coasters. But I see a lot of people talking in different Facebook groups and thrill seekers that are like, well, this is going to be one of the best rides, blah, 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 blah. And they haven't even been to Six Flags Fiesta Texas to ride the original one. So I just wanted to put that out there and how this is probably just a really, really bad idea and how the general public is really going to jump on this and really ride it. Like, not figuratively speaking, but theoretically speaking, they're gonna ride up all over Six Flags for it. But at the end of the day, the ride's probably gonna blow, and people that are enthusiasts are gonna ride it, and they're gonna be really, really let down, and then they're gonna move on. So that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace.